Why again? Hmm. Let's do this first here.
Well met. Be careful.
Ugly, ugly Friday. It's somehow sweaty. And there's not a lot of sun out there even. Ah. So let's see what is. Last weekend was your camping weekend, right? Through it. So this weekend is the watch, stream, and play weekend. Feldrasil. Ja, okay. Oh, maybe I should make first. Hunter. But nothing much. Yeah, hopefully you can watch the stream because you don't want to miss what I start new later. Today later. You know, it's a big thing. You have to watch it thing. It's so thrilling. Should I really explain you what it is? No, no. Back to the back. At what time you come to rest, where you can technically watch a stream? I'm Dawn. I take away the decision. I only say it's a thrilling, it's a dark adventure. It's something to fear, something that reminds you of back in the days. No. Something new. Something that I bought yesterday. Ah, come. My pet here. Ten hours. Okay, that's a lot. It's very late for me. Well, let's see. Let's see. Let's see what my brother has in his giver, because we can't play DayZ at the moment because they will wipe the servers and our server is already down. We can't play there. So maybe we decide later really to play Dark Age of Camelot. But before this, my plan was different. Do it after your lunch break today. Yeah, maybe. At least you can watch a little bit from work then. Don't see Mr. Everrun. Wind Reaver is up. Good to know. No, it's not up. Not here. Not up here. But first, I have to do my little duties here in World of Warcraft. Want to get at least finish the quest run for my rogue. Maybe I can make it to the mage, but so much fly time, that's always annoying. And I have to start with my rogue to farm or refarm the mutts for the next tries. Oh, it was so good that I can run DM and I have to take a break because I wait for the cooldown. That is always a good time window to make a fly. But oh, wait a minute. But the lack of dust is really annoying here. Something is missing here. Ah, here. That I have to interrupt my farming. I mean, it's enough pain. Oh, help. No, not both. Shit, too late. They both come. Oh, no. Oh, they're not both coming. I don't saw anyone. And maybe create also a little story around it. So maybe you can feel it a little bit better than when I play it. Because I don't know how attractive it is to watch. I asked a lot of times yesterday for your opinion, but you weren't there for quite a long time, I guess. At least you don't respond. Because it was so slow. What was so slow? Stream? Yeah. If even you say the stream is bad, maybe I should consider stopping completely then. Oh, work was so slow. Essence of air. Cool. And I thought if you are bored at work, you would write a little bit in the chat, tell me nice stories, entertain me instead otherwise. Home. I was so bored too because I have to do so many things that has to do with waiting. I permanently was watching what can I do while I'm flying, what can I do while I'm flying, but there wasn't, after the second fly pass, there was not much that I wanted to do. No. First here. Send me home. Where's Mr. Hurricane, please? I mean, a little bit farming is okay here, but I don't want to spend too much time here. Oh, there's Hurricanian. There he is. What? Why he loading his gun and then not shooting? Okay, let's go. 1, 2 drops and a sense of air. Will you have enough time to make some decisions while you are watching later? Or are you quite busy on work today? I have time. Good. Because you can have a little bit of influence on the game, if you like. Okay, let's leave. Come. I'm so greedy for more kills. But I still haven't figured out all pieces of the puzzle. How I do it. Let's see, maybe it's also let's say only a short interesting thing, and the longer it goes it's very boring. Let's see. By the way, did I play Monkey Island Part 2? Or did I only stream the part? No, there's only part 1 I did, oh. Why again? Ah, maybe... That is also something I wanted to do, but I mean... That reminds me of the Friday that is normally reserved for the retro gaming day. Breaking the law. 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 Ah, Grisa! Ooh. No, I don't want your poison. Go away. Well, by the way, if you mentioned Dark Age of Camelot, I'm quite rusty in Dark Age of Camelot. I mean, it's a little bit, let's call it skill intensive, but I remember it was quite easy for me from skill level, and it was never a problem because I was so into Dark Age of Camelot. But I tried a few days ago, I don't know when it was, to make some AoE pulls with my Kabbalist. So that's the character that can send his pet into a spot, draw the aggro on all, and put an AoE damage over time on them, and then run away and refresh the dot multiple times. And micromanage a little bit the endurance, because if you're out of endurance you're basically dead. And I failed a lot of pulls. It's maybe because the server is so different, or it's maybe I'm so rusted, or maybe both. Technically it's not so difficult, but I mean, you clearly can see that I'm very influenced from how World of Warcraft behaves, because Dark Age of Camelot feels differently. For example, if you wait for a spell goes out, I have a good feeling when I can start moving and the spell is out, so I don't interrupt the spell. In Dark Age of Camelot, I often move too early for whatever reason. I think that's a different timing system there. That's also something. And of course, the movement in... You feel, if you play World of Warcraft, you can clearly see that this game has gotten support for many years and is very responsive, and Dark Age of Camelot is in some point more clunkier. Oh, why I'm here? I already killed Greether. I'm idiot. That is the only... No, that is only in Greether corner. It can't be anything else. I mean, if you only play Dark, you wouldn't even consider that it's clunky, but if you compare it to World of Warcraft, I mean, there are different mechanics. For example, in Dark Age of Camelot, I would target a mob and press a button that makes it permanently facing the mob. So I always look in the direction, because you have to look in the direction if you want to cast it at it. You can't cast something in your back. Or at least you can start casting when you're facing it, run away, and when you before the cast ends. Oh, no, that's also not possible. That's only in World of Warcraft. So, also you use a button that says stick to the target. So you basically go into the melee range of the mob and stick to the target, regardless where it moves. And there are very essential buttons in Dark Age of Camelot. And I sometimes confuse myself pressing the right keys. I often come to the conclusion I would be more effective if I'm not using hotkeys and just click the buttons on the bar. What is, of course, really atrocious, because overall it will slow you down, but it makes your actions more precise. And what is ridiculous, stupid, I don't know if you didn't watch it, if I have it. The style system in Dark Age of Camelot is basically the following. When you want to use a style, it only replaces your normal auto attack. So it's like the warrior style of what is it called? Heroic Strike, I think it is. That, for example, replaces your normal auto attack with a stronger version. In the Dark Age of Camelot, you have basically three. 1, 2, 3, 4 kinds of styles. One is an any timer that you can use anytime. That will simply replace the style. Then there's a follow-up. That style can only be used after you used in the last 2 or 3 seconds. I don't know what the timer is. A specific style. So it's a follow-up style. And then there are reactive styles. That are styles that can only be done if your automatic action did something, like you evade, you parry, you block. Oh shit, no, he's at the worst spot. Ah, okay, alright. If you say you are in a car, then I explain more if you want. I mean, maybe it's not interesting. How can he snare me? Come on. Well, if I can achieve one more drop, it's 5. 5 is a very good result for the day. Oh, 5 drops. That is a good result, I would say. 5 drops are good results. 4 are average, 3 are disappointing, 5 are good. Mage. Oh, that is not a Shadow Silk.
Ishnu Allah. Ashaf Allah.
Good. I'm dead and done. Good flying time. Didn't that say? Grave. Digging my own grave. I still need more displacer on the rogue. Where I'm flying to, by the way. Hopefully to Felwood. Oh, true. I wanted to farm also Felclose. And I better do it before I store the buffs. Digging on my grave. Digging on my grave. I have enough things on me. Crystal Ward, Juju Power would be enough to farm. My Gim food is missing. I can also lose. I have enough 12 food. I have it stored in a bank. Oh man. Digging my own grave. Let's think about what kind of Bankalts I have to make to reduce amount of mails at the moment going back and forth. The thing that annoys me is the Twilight stuff. Maybe I make it Twilight. That is at least something where I permanently got more stuff, because I farm every day Silithus rares. All other stuffs are most likely only things I consume, for example, the Jujus or the Echoes. I think I just use my stuff that I have. There's no need for another. So my plan for today here with the rogue is farm here in Fellwood a little bit fell close here. That I have to do because my Moonclose producer run out of fell close. Only the mage has something, and the how it's called, warlock is out of the stuff already. Then I have to, of course, store the Songflower buff in my Chronoboon displacer for the next Dire Maul run. Then I can go on or start. Go on is good. I only took the quest. Start the event quests. And what else I have to do? I think the cooldown for the mage I used yesterday, huh? Oh, my memory is so bad at the moment. The warm weather is not helpful. So do I use? No. Now also maybe I have to kill some animals because I need leather. It takes me under once again. Oh, but I can also grab some whipper tubes. Oh, that's a good idea, because I have many salves that I never can use. But I will need the whipper tubes more often in the future. And this time I can refarm this one more time. Oh, Warbell leather is exactly what I not need. Five whipper tube. What is maximum? 8. 4 is minimum. Huh? Another question comes to my mind. How many salves do my mage have? I mean, he's also someone who needs to farm stuff in dungeons and needs a flower buff. So, timer running, 25 minutes. And then I have to return and re-wrap it. Can you help me? Oh, I should buff up, buff up. And poison up. Oh, and I have to get the blasted lens buff. For this I need to send myself. I can make this while I'm on the fly. Send myself the mods. At least the mods that I still have. Why I still have frost resistance on me? Why not fire? Fire would be helpful here. Sometimes you're the dog, sometimes you're the tree. Often enough I feel like I'm the tree that just survived the dog and was glad to be alive, and then the lumberjack coming. Friday. Yeah, you can call it a retro night. But not Monkey Island. Monkey Island, I totally forgot that I still have to do the second part. I don't know if I remember the second part or the second game enough. Well, that was my advantage in the first part. Many riddles. I had at least mainly in my mind. I remembered. Not sure if the second part is the same. I have also some memories what's happening there, but I forgot over the time. So what about, by the way, my skill? Sword 300, dagger 300. Only defense is skill 299. I hope in this farming here I get the last point. Wait, I have a good idea. If I have to turn in the shards later, I can instantly go to the Ashen Rail on fire from there, then move to the Baron. Yeah, and makes a round this way. Oh, that makes more sense. Where bound? Still in scenario bound. I must find a good place to be bound. Is it logical to be in scenario bound for my rogue? I mean, he will be better off in Tanaris, or no? Where Bank is. Bananas. Oh, come on, don't turn twice. Do I have felt blows yet? No. Everything under 2 felt blows is a disaster. Oh, by the way, maybe I should also grab this. You can't have enough not self tubers. 3. Oh, that was the lowest roll. No, whatever. World of Warcraft takes it, and World of Warcraft takes it even more. Something like this. At least when I see my statistic for the key farming. I probably should get a calculator running how likely that is. That I found only 1 key in all these kills. Well, there should be a drop chance of 6%. And I have under 0.6% or something like this. Oh, first fell close. So 15 minutes. Stamina, hey. What's going on? Wait a minute, where this name come from? Didn't you change your name? Did you change it back? Change. You know that, or then I have to refollow you because my brother does the same. He took a new name because he wants to be a little bit more catchy, but he lost all follows then. So what somehow Twitch has something against farts. There will be an escape from Tarkov mode officially soon. Oh, I played so long time hardcore escape from Tarkov. I don't know if I will ever return to the game. Yeah, it's a good idea, I mean, technically, but at the moment I have so much to do. I mean, never say never. Yeah. But the problem is I have, today I will start something new that is maybe only for 2 or 3 evenings, or maybe 4 evenings, I don't know. Or maybe I totally underestimate the time for this. I daily play, of course, World of Warcraft to farm here my stuff, because my rogue is already farming in Dire Mall, where I died last now. Then I play Return of Warhammer Online, let's say it this way. Return of Reckoning I was playing sometimes, but even this I stopped because it's getting too much. I also have started a little bit with Dark Age of Camelot again and put my nose into the free start server there, and I'm not sure if I can motivate myself for a lot of work to outfit my character again. I mean, in Dark Age of Camelot I have way more than 30,000 hours or something like this. Alone in the first 5 years I had 17,500 hours. And if you really calculate this, you will realize that 17,500 hours in 5 years, that's quite a huge investment. And yes, I was very addicted to this game. And I still can't understand. I mean, I was 20. Was it 20 there? Or start 22, 23, something like this. And I still can't understand how I have a job, a girlfriend, and 17,500 hours in this game. How was this possible? I think I didn't sleep at this time. By the way, I saw a clip of you from an escape of Tarkov exit, where there was an exit camper that you finished. Yeah, I remember. I watched this yesterday when I wrote through my timeline here. I don't have, yeah, I think especially the shooter kind of games, there will be a lot of jump scares. That's a reaction you normally have, and you have to train hard to suppress this reaction. At least for me, it was always this way. I mean, that also happens for me in DayZ. DayZ I also play at the moment. But at the moment there will be a wipe on the official servers, so we will start fresh the start of July. So a lot of side projects at the moment. The problem with DayZ, I don't like to stream it because it is so easy to stream snipe there and take away all your fun. Especially because you hide your loot somewhere and you don't want to show the chat or the viewers where it is. It's not like Escape of from Tarkov, where you have a base where no one can get your loot. In DayZ, your loot is permanently on the risk. You can only try to hide it in a good way, or hide it in a base that can be cracked. That's one thing I a little bit have the annoyance, because you never know if someone found your loot or get your loot. Was it a cheater? Was it not a cheater? But yeah. So in about how long I will stay here? Maybe 2-3 hours. I play now World of Warcraft for today, and then I start something new. So if you want to watch something, feel invited. But what was the reason you go back to stamina? What was... I mean, you're literally... restart over? The march of time has begun. People know me as... Ah, okay. Yeah, I could imagine that. I mean, for me as a small streamer that I don't have a lot of viewers, I remember, of course, that you change your name and know what it is. But others have problems there. Yeah. But at the moment in World of Warcraft, there's a lot of boring mass farming, and of course a boring midsummer quest. I want to do it with 4 different chars because I want the food. That comes maybe handy when I'm farming in dungeons. Not sure about this, but 2 chars are through, the druid and the hunter, the mage and the rogue. They have to do their tour. Escape from Tarkov. Yeah, I think this game I deinstalled at some point because I had it years on my hard drive and never reactivated it. At some one of the games where I say you played full or not, only playing a little bit is why they need so much time to make the hardcore thing active there. I mean, Pestily had it done years and years ago, and it was quite a big movement. And he wasn't even the first one who made hardcore runs. I think he was only the first big one. Uh, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Okay, maybe I should turn. Can I not get my defense skill up, please? I need the 300. Give it to me. Scheiße, aber nein. Even can refresh the Songflower buff. It's also available. I don't think I will farm for another full hour, but yeah, it's basically free. One, two, three, and hello. Here. 7. 7, good. Do you play World of Warcraft at the moment, or is it on ice for you? I didn't saw you playing the last few times. Hello, where's my flower? Ah, here. By the way, Nerdy, how long you need to be in your car? I was stopping in my explanation because I want to give you time to move to the car. But maybe you were so bored about what I'm explaining. I stopped at software. Aha, okay. Oh, a nice coffee would be nice at the moment too. Yeah, have a nice day, Samina. Good luck in the hardcore escape from Tarkov if you play this. Where are the mobs here? Not respawned yet. So, okay, if you're back, I was explaining about the abilities that you can use and what the difference is and what the major feel difference from abilities are. I mean, you have also reactive abilities here in World of Warcraft, like after parry style and stuff, but you can macro it basically, that you try to make two at once. But in Dark Age of Camelot, like I said, there's also a third group that's the after an event happening, like evade, parry and stuff, kind of styles that you can use. But you have to know it before, because it also replaces the normal auto attack, and sometimes it happens in a millisecond before your normal auto attack, and you have to decide before. So you can queue up a style. So when you press a style, it not happens in the moment, not instantly. That's the reaction difference between Dark Age of Camelot and World of Warcraft. But you can queue up also a backup style. So it would be devastating if you queue up an after parry style, then you don't parry. That would be a waste of energy then. So you can back up with a normal style. So you basically every auto swing you have to press 2 buttons, and you have to decide every time what kind of button you want to use. And for example, I'm playing a warrior at the moment that also swaps between two-handed sword and shield sword permanently, and has different. The shield has different styles to the normal style that you can use. So you have to decide a lot of things in advance, and that makes it a little bit more clunkier, and the feeling is totally different. much more reactive. No, not reactive. Responsive. How do you call it if something acts instantly? Yeah, whatever. But on the same time, even if you have a delayed reaction Dark Age of Camelot, you still have to move permanently, like in full action. Yeah, that sounds weird. If you're used to it, you feel it's normal because you don't know it differently. I mean, for example, if you want to slam someone, slam is a shield style that stuns the enemy for a period of time. You must make sure if you move to the other guy that you don't attack him before, because if you attack him, you are in a between two swings, so you can't instantly stun him. You must basically wait until your next swing timer is in the spot. Yeah, I don't know if you can understand this, but especially because you not even watch me playing this game. Maybe you'll get your chance this weekend when my brother has a little bit of time. My brother at the moment is also fascinating from the sort of playing Meridian 69 or whatever that, I don't know the number. It was a very old-fashioned online game. But to be honest, I don't have connection with the game. I don't want to start this. You watched a little bit with my brother. Ah, okay. I thought you was busy and not paying attention a lot. At least that's what you said. And even my brother, for my brother, he also played it back in the day and for some time, but of course not the same amount of time I invested in the game. So I remember a lot. I think from myself when I started there, I forgot so many things and so many things feel clunky and how I get used to it. For my brother, it's even worse. That can come to my mind after I talked with him. And he said, "Oh, you're getting into it so much faster than me," and I feel like I'm getting not into it so fast. So it's always a different perspective. The major thing that still revolves around my head is that it's that the focus of the game itself normally is of course PvP, but PvP when you've finished your PvE part. And on this 3-shard server they highly incentivizes to go instantly, permanently in PvP and level there. They make it so easy and quick, and it's, you get thrown or spammed in your inventory with loot and stuff. That a lot of things. I thought. And one thing is also in my mind that they make seasons. So basically, they restart the server over again, but they don't reset everything. They, for example, your crafting skills, they don't reset. That you don't have to learn every profession over and over again. That is one of the things they said that's too tedious. And your realm rank, so your rank in PvP. That is, if you reset this, it would be always a huge drawback to your work you accomplished. But to make it fairer for new player, they allow only after some time that passed after the wipe to have a specific rank. That your advantage is not too big if you're returning to your rank. For example, that they allow in the first week to be realm rank, I don't know, 3, and after 5 weeks they allowed 5 and so on, whatever. And if your realm rank was 10, for example, you get reduced for this time. But is it not a bad idea, because the realm rank can be really a huge or the major factor in the outcome of battles. Oh. I mean, it's like everything in every MMORPG where you level a toon, it's usually the later levels that needs more time. I mean, in World of Warcraft, getting from level 5 to level 6 happens very quickly. From level 59 to 60, not so fast. And the realm rank thing is to get progress there is in a very moderate speed. You can also call it slow, but you often don't pay attention there a lot. But it is also the gap between the ranks. You have to know there are 15 or 14 ranks. I'm not sure about this at the moment. And every rank has 10 stages. And every single stage is quite long time. To get to rank 2 and 3 is quite fast. You can say you have to play quite some time to reach rank 5. Where you get a special ability and you have the starting to have enough points for some of the basic realm abilities that you absolutely need. But yeah. No, you're already at work. Quick. Yeah, and of course there is a big difference between, let's say, realm rank 5 and 10, but there's also a huge difference time-wise what the realm rank 10 guy invested in the game or in the PvP grind. I can't call it really grind, because Dark Age of Camelot, contrary to other games that, like World of Warcraft, if you run in a battleground in Alterac Valley, you also get quite a lot of points for participate. Dark Age of Camelot only gives points to the winner. So you have to kill stuff. If you don't kill stuff in PvP, you get nothing. So yeah, you must be quite successful there, and reaching realm rank 8, 9, 10 or even higher needs a lot of time investment. So I understand the system to resetting the rank not fully and giving you back the rank after some times. It's a good alternative, because it would be too frustrating for new players or even people that try new characters and start with a new rank, because your rank is not bound on your account, it's bound to the character. But that was also the good thing on Dark Age of Camelot. It's not like World of Warcraft, the ranking system, where it's basically torture. You torture yourself going in the battleground doing basically PvE stuff. While Dark Age of Camelot is purely your success in really PvP fights. Or nearly purely. So yeah, that are things that hold me a little bit back, because I don't know when the next season starts, and I ask around and no one could tell me there's something. Maybe they don't want to tell you, and it feels for me, as someone who don't invest his full gaming time into the game, like a risk to invest time into something that get resetted. Even if you're leveling quite quickly to 50 to end level, and the way, because it's in PvP, is not the grind motherfucking thing that you normally do. But after or at 50, some grind starts, and a lot of people complaining about that it takes so much time to get their gear together. And I don't know how true it is. They also, normally in Dark Age of Camelot, you need also some kind of money supply. You get money in PvP, so killing people gives you also a little bit of money. Not much, but over the time there comes something together. But you're more effective money-wise if you have a specific PvE toon that can clear masses of mobs in a very good time, like the Kabbalist that I'm mentioned before, or something like this, that can AoE pull, and that is usually your money bringer, because a lot of stuff costs a lot of money. The crafting, the support of your house, if you want specific gear that is farmed from other people, that is quite rare, and so on, that needs a lot of money. But as far as I am aware of, and I'm not sure if this is true, the devs of the server decided at some point to nearly sabotage the solo mob grinding money making machine, and force you to play in groups for some kinds of end game stuff. Even if you don't need something there, you make a better amount of money in this kind of content. Of course, the reason is clear and logical why they do it. They do it because they want not the, for example, there's a dragon raid. I don't know how often he spawns, to be honest. I don't know if it's more often than on live server. I totally forgot the timings, but you need a mass of player to do it. And if all are done with their gear and no one needs anything, you would be alone and no one would raid the dragon anymore, and you lose your interest if you can't outfit your character. That's the reason they put also the highest money value on this thing. So that makes sense in a way, but on the other way it also takes away some kind of, let's call it, independence. That you say, okay, today I don't want to group with someone else and do my own grind stuff. But you are holding back by being not very effective with the things that you're doing. I mean, even when I tested out my cover list with my AoE pulling and what I described, that I'm a little bit rusted to do this, and I died quite a lot in trying out different pulls. Even when it works, I always have in mind, okay, if I was now in a battleground, I would have the 10 times amount of XP from this. That is always a little bit frustrating if you know you're doing something because haha, it reminds you on better days back in the day, but it is the worst kind of playstyle. So I will wait for the next refresh of this tubers and then I stop farming here. I mean, it would make much more fun if you can play together, for example, with a chat, Dark Age of Camelot, because group play is always in this kind of, I explained you already, this is highly incentivized to be as a group because of this very specialized class system. But yeah, I'm not a big streamer that has a lot of viewers that wants to play alongside. And especially this game that only people play that played it many years ago. I mean, I in the forum I permanently read, hey, I'm new, I never played Dark Age of Camelot, what is this and what is that and stuff. So I was really wondering how they really come to the idea to play Dark Age of Camelot, but I guess it is, are there not the most amount of player. And there will be always, of course, let's say a two-class system in Dark Age of Camelot. Let's say that are the elite players, the player that have so much skill that they are able to compete in a smaller group size, like 8-man or even smaller, and beat a lot more people. And it's really hard for new players to get access to these kind of groups, because they expect a totally different skill level of play. But on the other hand, Dark Age of Camelot is made basically in mind to be a a massive multiplayer online game, and that's really massive, that several hundred people fighting each other on a battlefield. And even if in a really big Zerg, the individual skill is not the most important, or at least you will have you get some points and kills, even if you are the underdog. So, oh, my timers are done. I must return. Five fell close. Oh, it's okay. 5 is okay. 6 minutes, I don't wait. Let's collect the tubers and go. Make my final stand. Bad company. Ooh. You wasn't on the menu. Yeah. It will be a game where the chat has some kind of influence on decisions. I could, I don't have to, but of course I could give a little bit influence. It's a dark place. I don't want to. No. I don't want to tell more. There's too much infos. Give away too much. You will see it. Eye for an eye. Splatoons. So now comes a long ride. Long ride. What was the amount? Was it 4? No, it was 6. 6 divided by 48. Okay, that's fine. I think 5 tainted skins give me also 1 self. Yeah. I will first finish here my quest run. Then I make a little food break. And when I return, then I'm coming with something new. Hopefully I can moderate it good enough. Capture some of the feeling. One interesting thing is, did anyone on Twitch stream it? I don't think so. Maybe this gives away a little bit. There are 516 follower for this game on Twitch. Follower. And no one streams it. Oh yeah. Interesting. So I don't. Now you are just teasing me. Yeah, I try to. I try to. A little bit teasing is to keep you interested. that there are only so few people ever interested in this kind of game. Let's see. I guess we will get a lot of viewers there because they simply don't find this category. Yeah, that's true. But you will understand why. You will understand why. There's one major reason for this. You can look for the game on Twitch, and then he shows how many followers this category has in total. Oh, wait. I need a new flower buff. And this time... So, stored. Vertreiben, chill. I should open the boxes. A lot of blinding powder. Yeah, I know. This is not the way you can find it out. And you should not. Like I said, I don't want to give it away. I just want to tease that it will be... What's this? It will be some kind of game that has a very niche character. 3 hours from now. What from now? Ah, because you have your eating time then, your lunch time. After your lunch break. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't decide that 3 hours would be 6:30. Let's see. I first have to gather a lot of bonfires here. So. Oh no, my lunch. I mean, lunch would be at the moment at this time. If I mean, I had little breakfast. Normally I should eat lunch now, but I mess up my diet plan anyway. It's most likely more dinner time when I'm eating then. Or something in between lunch and dinner. And I need more than half an hour of a break. Mehr zu Haus. And there's still a tiny chance that my brother decides to, hey, regardless what I said yesterday, let's play Dark Age of Camelot this night, and then I have to maybe swap this to tomorrow. But it's quite unlikely. I don't believe this. Let's see who is watching at the time when I'm playing the game. Maybe I name NPCs after the viewer names, and you're the in the game then. By the way, maybe the next week or the following of the next week, I will stream a little bit less, because then it's time to invest more time in DayZ. Well, that's by the way another thing that's really annoying in DayZ, that they now announce the vibe to the 1st of July. I just finished to repair and build and collect the stuff for my car. My they call it Gunther. It is basically a Volkswagen 2. It's a Golf 2. And I'm just finished with it. I used it one night and driving around with it, totally proud, and through the rain. I even made an accident, a crash, and I have to for hours looking for cars with intact tires to replace them. And now they're wiping my car and all the work is gone. I mean, maybe experienced player. Yeah, I have a car in real life, but in DayZ I'm talking at the moment. Skoda Octavia. Vorbei. So, this way it's pronounced. Skoda is in the company with Volkswagen. Volkswagen had a lot of brands under their belts. They simply buy all companies. So this is a lot of parts inside the car are Volkswagen. Kia. Yeah, Kia I know. Kia are not so unusual here. I can first I have to bind. And maybe sell.
Potential customer.
Potential customer. What do you mean with potential? A lot of stuff I have to send away here.
Right back.
Oh, here's something to sell. So 5. Let's put 2 on the lock. Wait. Oop. Hiccup. That can be sold to. Let go to the druid. Fine. Let's go to scroll. It's not so far away from that. Every item will have his own bank jar here. $20. That can go also to the bank. Oh, here's a drop. Let's do the mage. So, Willy. Bind. You can also buy stuff. Oh.
I got what you need. Glad I could help. Hey, how you doing?
Dun. I think I store this first here. Give me a little bit more
Have a good
breathing room. Seems to be that this kind of car is not very prominent in the US. Here it's quite common car. Here you have a picture of the car. That's a newer model. Mine is an older version. I decided back in the day for a combi when I was playing tennis. I often have to take teammates with me. The tennis bags are so large, so I need a lot of room. Wagon type, you call it? Ah, okay. We call this combi. Maybe this name comes from the combination of things you can do. But to be honest, my car is already quite old. Not looking very bad, but it won't last forever. All right. You have two cars. Yeah, I mean, when I bought this car in new back in the day, but if my car for whatever reason has some kind of issues that's not worth repairing or replacing the thing, then I have a hard time to decide if I really want to get a new car. But I'm quite dependent on the car. I mean, for example, I can't visit my mother without a car, or only with very high time investment. I mean, I don't use it very often. That is the reason. The age is not everything. Wait a minute. Here. I use it to drive to the doctor, to drive to the grocery store, and to my mother maybe. Or to my brother or something like this. But a car gives you some kind of freedom. Yeah. I was just wondering how you can drive 20,000 kilometers or miles a year while your way to the work is not so long. I mean, the major part of distance for me was always the distance to the work. I remember when I start working in my 20s, I had a quite long distance to work. Then I drive for sure 20,000 kilometers or 25,000 kilometers, but that was already quite long. I mean, it was if there are no slow, how you call it, traffic, slow traffic, then you are one path is 1 hour, or one destination is 1 hour. Yeah, but for me it's mostly the, I mean, I know that Americans don't like to walk or ride by bike or anything, so you do everything with a car. I know it from a lot of videos I saw, but for me the majority of distance that I use my car on is work, by far. Not even close. Really, nothing of walking distance from your house. What you call walking distance? Nothing in around 3 kilometers or something like this? No stores? It's because you are more on the land side, or I always thought you're living in a small town, at least a town, not a village or something like this. Yeah, thank you, Stop watching. But like I said, that is the newest version of the car. I have it's looking very similar, but it's an older version. Store is like 20 minutes walk. Okay. I mean, just to give you an idea how centralized everything is here. I'm living in a town of 17,000 people, so not a big town, not a small town. It's something, let's say it. But if I mean, I literally can walk inside of 5 minutes to 6-7 different food stores where I can get fast food or anything like this. To a grocery store, okay, because they closed the store right in front of my house here. I had to walk 10 minutes maybe in both directions, and there are a lot of stores. I mean there are 3, 4, 5 stores depending in what direction you're heading inside of 10 minutes. You have a lot of schools, a lot of kindergartens are in around 5 to 10 minutes. Stores a 15 minutes walk. You see, Software Chick is faster. Yeah, in Germany, the cities are not... So, the things you need, so like kindergarten, schools, stores, and stuff, they are integrated into the structure of the town. So, every part of the town, normally the towns have different location names, so parts of the town. And every part of the town has its own stores and stuff. So you don't never have to walk too far away. Even for example, let's say doctors or something like this. I mean, I literally can cross the street and there's if I want a teeth doctor, a dentist, you call it. But of course, that's not my dentist because I have another one where I go to. There are inside of 10 minutes every kind of doctor that I can imagine. The general doctors, I have 4, 5 in 10-minute reach or even more. Then there are woman doctors, I don't know the name for this. Gynecologist, I don't know. So yeah, I'm not on the very lens side, but even on the lens side, it's maybe more on the east side of Germany, where it's not so frequently and where the distance are little bit longer. But I'm living at the edge of, we call it Ruhrgebiet. That was back in the day between the two world wars. The center for producing steel and where is, by the way, the fire here? Steel and coal gathering and stuff. And we live at the edge, so not in the cities that are known for Ruhrgebiet. We are the next city after this region. That region contains of a lot of cities. Yeah, have a nice time, Sopochik. Don't look to the eyes of a stranger. So we really have a lot of things connected here. So I mean, a lot of stuff is built for that you can reach us with bike, with public transportations, and don't have to invest too much time to get there. Sometimes in the US, I got the feeling you have a lot of areas where you live, but there are only houses where you live and nothing else there. I don't know why it is, but yeah, that sometimes looks for me very weird because it don't make sense. We have a lot of elderly people that are not able to drive a car anymore, and they are reliant on close doctors and stores and stuff. What, you don't have elderly people? That's a rumor. Are we in the US? When you get 50 years old, you go to the public execution here, and then it's gone. Yeah. I mean, that's also the mentality thing. I could imagine how this evolves in the US. If you, first of all, of course, the US is a large country, and of course, the distances between the stuff are sometimes way larger than here in Germany. Of course, that gives the one thing, but also the planning thing. And if you give people the chance to decide for only their own goodness. Oh wait, now I have to use my Hearthstone. Goodness. That's the same as driving in Germany. If you let people decide, or do we limit the speed, how you can drive your car, there's a huge resistance against this. Even if it makes sense for the environment and resources and stuff, it would be a very good move to get away from our unlimited speed autobahns. But there is such a big lobby behind the cars. It's really hard to get something like this through. And I think that could be the same in the US, I imagine. A lot of people really holding tight to their right, the independence of a car, and driving far distance and big cars, and therefore the infrastructure is based around the cars and not, I mean, our neighbor country, the Netherlands, I don't know if you got an impression of this, but they are really focused on driving by bicycle, and I really like this mentality. I mean, that's very ecological. No, how you call it? No. What is it? The word. Ecologically. Ecologically. Okay. Yeah. The right move. And they have, you have to imagine, they have driving lanes where the car has less space than the people who driving by bike. You see way more bikes than cars in the cities of the Netherlands. And yeah, I think that's the right movement. We in Germany are something in between, let's say, the mentality of the US and the Netherlands. We have a lot of spaces for safe bike lanes and stuff, or safe pedestrian people who moving per feet. Always when you have a street, you have nearly every time, at least inside of cities, of course, a lane for bikes and a lane for people by feet. Sometimes they share the same lane, but it depends. But that's a problem. What I wanted to say is, if people decide and didn't realize that it's a better way, differently, then it's hard to get a change. I mean, a lot of stuff has to happen in the future. The public transportation must be better and more often used. The car thing has to be more electric and less big, and more like car sharing and stuff like this, to save some of the nature. And a lot of people would agree on this, but on the same side, some of these people, a huge part, wouldn't take big cuts on their side. Usually people tend to say, hey, let the others do this, I stay on my car. By the way, I must create some more poisons. I mean, you would be, maybe for an American, it would be very like a cultural shock to see in their free time that a lot of people using their bikes and driving around simply in the nature. Somewhere driving around for an hour or two. It's especially in when the weather is better and in the summertime, a lot of people driving somewhere to an, how you call it, a tavern or an inn, and drinking something there and driving back with a bike. The advantage is you don't have to fear if you drink alcohol that you can't drive anymore. With bike, it's not so so often controlled if you're drivable. Or even if I imagine, I often do this when I was working. When I have my 1 hour lunchtime, half an hour or 20 minutes I eat, and the rest of the time I sometimes walk around. Go outside, get a breath of fresh air, walk around. That was normal thing to do. Of course, weather dependent, but
Yeah, what do you want?
I think I don't see
Light be with you.
this on your side so often. What would you say to this? Would you agree, or did I have a wrong impression?
Talk to me. Walk with it.
The question for today is what I'm eating today. This time I have to ride back and forth, yeah. Oh, now I remember that I want to check a different spot on the way. I do it on the way back. I want to give me a chance to see vultures somewhere. Where are, by the way, the little tornadoes? Normally I pass here at least 3, 4, 5 of this. Whatever. does Rezz have for respawn time? Is it 2 days? Maybe it's farmed too often because in the lower levels there's sometimes people here. Ah, what do I say? There he is. Let's check the field here. Caravan of Vultures. Unique it is. I have it on. Yeah.
Hey there.
Safe travel.
No, 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 no. I think I have to bind it, Stormwind. I need... I bind in Wetlands. Wetlands is also something I can do. The way to the boat and to Ironforge is not so far.
Good day to you. See you around. Have a good one.
Kiss your ass goodbye, mate.
Need help?
I have to visit Ironforge anyway. I can go to Wetlands first. So while I'm like the concept and have things with, you know, to move out into the woods with at least acres to myself. Yeah. Yeah, of course you have nature close by here, especially when you are not when you're here in more on the land side of things. For example, I have a lake. I mean, in 5 minutes walking distance. Where you can make easy what you're going walkings and walk around, and even there are a lot of stuff that is planted in Germany, like roots. There are everywhere you have like some kind of official walking passes. They are they emphasizing you routes where you can walk, so you can explore every time a new new area, let's say it this way, and different lengths of routes. So whatever you want to walk. Here it's more integrated, I would say, the nature part, but it can go differently. For example, if you go more into the Ruhrgebiet, I talk like Ruhrgebiet, there are cities like, for example, Gelsenkirchen, or maybe you know it from soccer, Schalke. I don't think you're not so into sports. That is a very, very urban area where you only have the trist gray around you and no tree somewhere, or nearly no tree. That is really shocking for someone who lives there, to go in a side where here it's a lot of flat land, where you had a lot of bicycle ways to drive, a lot of forests, and stuff you can have in region, but the little cities are built around this forest and stuff. But I trust you. Yeah, if you know the name of the city, at least you have maybe a picture of this. That was the reason I mentioned it this way. I had once a girlfriend ages ago that comes from there, and I never realized how nature bound we live here until she visits me and permanently had her mouth open how much nature we have around us. And for me it was totally normal, and I thought we was more it was so much city to see, but for her it is totally different. But you have to invest a lot of money to even come to here, huh? Would be a very expensive holiday. But to be honest, I think if I were a big streamer, maybe I make viewer meetings or something in this area, but yeah. Is it shorter to not go on the road? Maybe, maybe not. At my flat, at my 60 square meters, oh, I don't think we fit here good. When I was living here with my ex-girlfriend, it was already quite tight. Yeah, of course. No, too early moved. Running around and collecting these bonfires. For the midsummer event quest thing. The same thing I did yesterday. Yesterday was Druid and Hunter. Today was time for my Rogue. These exiles remember me also that I farmed here tons of hours for the elemental earth. Contrary to the druid, the rogue only has the small pad and no hands of mount speed. "26 minutes on my Hearthstone." I think I log out at the last bonfire and wait for the cooldown. I also don't have hits here. I only have 2 hit. This way I have to do with my mage also. And my mage has his noisy pad.
King's honor, friend.
So, the last bonfire. Bam. Oh, 5 hours. Oh, today is a cooldown. Interesting. I wanted to craft something here. What was it? Was it hands or was it boots? Or was it both? Did I write something down? Hands and boots for right. Oh, yeah, both. Oh, a large brilliant shard, a large brilliant shard. Oh, the rest can't. Oh, another large brilliant shard too. Ooh, that must be my lucky day. I barely see one a day. See once every few weeks. And now I see 2 at once. Okay, I have now 4. Oi, oi, oi. Four rune. Oh. Right. 4. Room close boat. Got. Are they? There's also 4. Yeah. Hopefully, I have enough iron web spider. Because I need it for some energy trinkets too. Iron web 7. Okay, 17 is good. Yeah. Two, not a problem.
Good luck. Peace be with you.
Hmm. So that go better to a different spot.
Farewell.
Oh, the enchanting for the riding speed. Oof. Too large radiant chart.
Greetings.
Hopefully I don't need a lot of them. That's cool. So, and the boots can go to the paladin. Oh, it's called.
I am on. Go in.
Good. mage done. I think I did the warlock yesterday, or 3 days. Yeah, it was yesterday. Good. Anything else? Warlock. So, here I stop for the moment. I do something to eat. And I return with a surprise game in about 1 hour, maybe 1.5 hours. So, have a nice work day and see you later. Bye bye.